July program out with the legend cars, one of the fastest growing forms of racing in America. Almost 4-0 into Maine up north area. Legend cars. Fastest growing forms of racing in the United States right now. We have about every other week here at Mid-Ville Speedway, and the fans certainly enjoy it. We certainly enjoy having them here. They always have a large car count. We appreciate all the guys. Legend Tour make a special effort to get here to Mid-Ville Speedway each time we're scheduled to race. On the pole, the 28 cars, Darrell Moore. Beside Darrell, that 48 car, Roland Johnson. 75 is Doug Harris, C4, Wally second. Number 2 car, Bill Richards, 47. Jeff Burton, number 12 is Jack Young. To go, bring it out, checkered flags and feature wins from Cleveland, Ohio. Nice round of applause for Wally Kosecki. 405 again. Somebody, the number 4 car, this is the first time ever. Tom Hall beside him in the 23 car. Rick Riffle, the 98 car. Dave Christopher, sorry, 408.
This guy to Canfield, Ohio. Nice round of applause for Rick Riffle. And speaking of Canfield, Ohio, next weekend in Canfield, Ohio, Big Swampy. Don Black, 00, Columbus, Ohio driver. 63, Greg Boyd. Number 4, Dave Christopher Jr. 32 on the Master, Larry Young. 62 is Mel Murphy, Madison, Ohio driver. The 25 car, Brian Slowhall from Lima, Ohio. And our new driver, and I know I'm right on this one, from Hudson, Ohio, this is Brian Coletta.
cars go back into their original starting positions, and we'll try it one more time. Legend cars, always a nice turnout of legend cars every time they race here at Mid-Vid Speedway. We certainly appreciate their effort making here to put a show on for you. How about giving this young gentleman a nice round of applause? That's Ohio, Larry Young. We'll call this guy the Tiger Town Terror. A lot of new sheep out there in New Hampshire. Big crash fest out there last Monday night. Action 2 weeks with a low motor. On the pole, number 4 car. Doc Dixon, side event 83 car Jim Rambot. Number 7 is Kenny Carroll. 36 is Mario Diano. 54, he's back from a couple of weeks ago. Deal crashed his car up at the Bartlett Speedway. Clyde Miller. 31 car. Lawrence Busby, 24. He was also involved in the crash out here last Sunday night. Ryan Tedesco, 75 also. Mark stock car. 30 car. Brian Bolt. Real fancy racing on the outside over the last few weeks here. Trying to figure out what they found out in that 30 car. I'll tell you what. Mom said, look, put that thing on the outside. Boogie up in the corner. Well, we'll race circuits around the Speedway. Our first heat race in our late model division. Remember, these guys have a big 50 lap championship race coming up here. Jeff Smith, 84 Randy Burns, 21 Kenny Stevens in his first appearance in the 97 season at Mid-Vid Speedway, also making his first appearance in the 97 season in the 24 car is A.J. Diano. And over here, past the flag stand, wave it out, get you a 50-50 ticket for only $1 per ticket, 3, 2, 10 for 5, 50-50. And we'll have a drawing little later on this afternoon, so I'd like to be able to take home half of the money. Couple cars just a little together, trying to all get back down in the lower groove there.
top of the hook pins on that 97 car. Tim Miller. Downtown Ford, ARE truck cab. Pencil asphalt, standard trucking, standard testing lab. Big round of applause for Jeff Smith driving a Ford-powered Ford Thunderbird. And if you'd like to see Jeff's brother race, you can see him racing every Saturday at Buckeye Raceway. He runs in the 360 Sprint division. Duffy Smith. Frustration out on whoever you're mad at. We're trying to see an old car not running on it, whatever the rules say you got to do here. Beat each other up till there's only one car that remains running. Casey Knight on the inside. Rick Whiteman has 77 cars. On Garbrandt driving the 37 machine. Mike Dillon Jr. the number 5 car. Doug Miller 54. John Brander at 40. Pete Grant driving the 50 car. or you've seen their ad. How about a nice round of applause for Rick Elkins, FFC Sandblasting, Passmore, Roofing United Sales, Dover, Ohio sponsor, 52 cars. Indy number 11 car is third night of racing. Three Jerry Hook car, third. Control 4. 27 is Bill Hilliker. Number 12, Randy Smith. 78, Travis DeVore. Between the 85 car and the 33 car, kind of like the Tyson Holyfield fight there. He played in there. Finished right front Memphis. So no laps in, we got 8 to go. Cars back to our original start position. Done. Third night of racing. How about a big old round of applause for Randy Smith, driver out of Canton, Ohio. Smith Auto Sales and Sally sponsored number 12 car. And Randy just ripped the body off his car last week, so maybe that crew hard at work all week getting that car back together. Thanks for not taking me with you. Dang, Oscar, the 29 car sets on the pole beside him in Bill Allville. 3T99 Dan Rollwell. 77 Mike Dice, 38. Kevin the Foot 55, John Bertram, 28, Jim Orr. Number 1 car, Brandon Gold, and 32 is Jim Harris. So 8 laps, looking for 3 this time. Number 4 goes to 3. Iron Division. Normally run for Kobe. Construction sponsor number 29 car. House 80, big round of applause for Dan Gosser, doing a fine job out there with a lot of pressure coming from the 99 car and the 55 car. He maintained his core, carried that check. Kerry Sells, number 5 car. Vickers, Ron Vickers, driving number 5 car. 25 Bill Cross, 1P1 is tonight being driven by Steve Spears. The 7N7 car by Mark Stryker. 33 Steve Sam. 17 is Don Hoover. His first appearance in the 1917 Midvale Speedway. 20 car Ryan Johnson. And the 66 car Calvin Collins. The Mopar on the pole and the Mopar at scratch position. Mopar all the barrels. Did Mopar gang up on the barrels? We'll find out here in a minute. Green flag is out. 20 car, a big round of applause, please, for Brian Johnson. All the in Australia is pursuit race. Top 10 qualifiers in reverse order. First 9 laps. The guy got completely passenger daylight between his car and your car. He is back bumper, your front bumper. You are eliminated. Right flag lap, you only need, once you cross the start finish line on that one flag lap, you only need to beat the guy across the start finish line. That's the 10th lap. Everybody cars come on the left. Here we go. Ryan Smith, 12 car. Travis Ford, 78. Keith, 1927. Rick Elton, 1977. Austin, 1975. Frank Allen. Again, nice round of applause for Randy Smith. That's Smith Auto Sales sponsor number 12 car. Pontiac Grand Prix, I believe that is. Brian Johnson, number 49, still on the lead. the start-finish line. His last lap, he only Jeff Harris on the outside of Dan Crowell, time eliminate him. Harris would spin out and Crowell would lead him back to the finish line. He'd still win the race. It didn't happen that way. Won the race. Second place will be the 99 car of Dan Crowell. Body Shop, Dave Reynolds Machine. Sponsored automobile, Jeff Harris at the wheel, I believe. Ohio 4 car is Dave Christopher Jr. 1994 cars, Vic D. Geronimo, 32. The Tiger Town General Larry Young. Ohio. Rick Ripple, that 98 car. Beside him, that C4 car, Cleveland, Ohio. Kosecki. 19 is Ron Gilson, Columbus, Ohio driver. 63, Greg Boyd. 20, Darrell Ford, another driver out of Massillon, Ohio. Jason Conrad driving number 1 car. The Jack Young. 62 car, Mel Murphy. 00, Columbus driver Don Blatt. 23, Tom Hall. 44, Charlie Williams. Number 2, Bill Richards. 25 is Brian Slummer, all the way from Lima, Ohio. 47 is Jeff Burke. Number 5 of Frank Williams. And the 75 car of Doug Harris. If you'd like some information or like to race a legend car, stop up here and see my friend Dave Christopher or any of the legend people. Be glad to talk to you about racing. I tell you, people are very excited about this legend car racing, and it's growing. Look at the nice field we have right here in Midvale. And they have high car counts everywhere they go to race these things on asphalt, race them on dirt. They road race them up at Nelson's Legend, and they also drag race them. So it's a multi-purpose race car. My championship race. Speedway. Second feature win in the 97 season. Jim Rambon on a Master Ohio, the All Auto Sales Daily Double sponsored machine. Runs with Port City chassis with Powerhouse Racing Engine and Powerhouse Engines by Paul Wade out of Akron, Ohio. He can hear you now. How about giving him a big, big round of applause? Your 1997 mid-season champion out of Master, Ohio, Jimmy Rambon. And son Jeff Rambon is the crew chief on an automobile. Jeff knew nothing about race cars a few years ago and took a lot of classes, tapes, read about it, and just worked with the car, and I'll tell you, he's become one of the top crew chiefs, and his dad, one of the top drivers in the big model racing here in the Ohio State. Miles, FMC Sandblasting, Passmore Roofing, sponsored 52 car Rick Elkins, your 1997 mid-season street stock champion. How about a nice round of applause for Rick Elkins?
World Champion in our Detroit division, Kevin McClintock. I believe this is his second year of racing and already capturing a mid-season championship. Don't forget adult save your ticket stubs for next week. You get $2 off at the gate next week. Adult ticket stubs. Big Demolition Derby, July 27th. Stop down the ticket office, get the rules, and you can be in a big summer crash fest right here at Midvale Speedway, July 27th. I want to thank you all for coming out and spending part of your 4th of July weekend with us. We certainly enjoyed having you all here. We will be in action again next Sunday right here at Midvale Speedway with the truck sales service, KDM Trucking, and the Modifieds back in action. The Ohio Modifieds back in action next Sunday.
From the creators of Friends, NBC presents Kirstie Alley in the most anticipated new comedy this fall. No! Yeah! Veronica's comes first.
This is News Channel 4 at this hour. I'm Allison Ash. The National Weather Service has issued...
Touchdown! 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
For 11 years, Jim Kelly's tough leadership was the Buffalo trademark as the Bills went to 4 Super Bowls. His retirement now asks, who will emerge as the Bills' new leader?
Kelly, last play of the game, back the throw, and he's going to run, and he dives for the touchdown! He dove for the touchdown!
25-year-old Todd Collins has earned the chance to fill Kelly's shoes. He, too, will rely on veteran stars like Thurman Thomas and Bruce Smith to lead the way to that elusive Super Bowl trophy. A trophy named after the Packers' legendary coach, Vince Lombardi, whose quarterback Bart Starr helped build the football dynasty in the 60s. Now the Packers are on the cusp of creating a new dynasty. The architect, Mike Holmgren. His blueprint for success, an explosive offense led by the golden arm of Brett Favre, the league's MVP each of the last 2 seasons. And a dominating defense inspired by Reggie White, the game's all-time leader in sacking opposing quarterbacks. Dynasties are measured in championships, and that Super Bowl road is Green Bay's destination again in '97. It's the third of 3 NFL America Bowls this summer. Today from Toronto Sky Dome, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Super Bowl champion Green Bay Packers. A sellout of over 50,000 fans to see 2 of the NFL's best, featuring a cast of Pro Bowlers, the Packers, with 11 consecutive wins, counting last year's playoffs, and 3 in a row this preseason. The Bills, well known as favorites of many of the fans from Ontario, who make the 100-mile weekend drive to Buffalo for NFL games. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Dick Enberg with Paul McGuire and Phil Simms. NBC on its way next January to Super Bowl 32 in San Diego. And many predict, most everyone, that the Green Bay Packers are the right-in already for the NFC champions.
Well, who doesn't pick the Green Bay Packers? They were the best team in the NFL last year. They have the best talent going into this season. Reasons why they can repeat. First, the defense. It was #1 in the NFL last year. It will be better this year because of some free agent acquisitions. On offense, they scored the most points in the NFL last year. Mike Holmgren, who calls the plays, very aggressive in play calling, lets them score some points. And then if that's not enough, they got the best player in the NFL at quarterback, and that's Brett Favre. Last year, a terrific year, his second NFL MVP award. Look at the company that puts him in. He is a terrific player, and if anything goes wrong with this team, the great thing they got a quarterback that can cover up and still make them a great football team.
Well, on the other hand, Paul McGuire, the Buffalo Bills, not much new on defense. They'll still be one of the best teams in the NFL, but some big changes offensively.
Big change. Dan Henning, new offensive coordinator. With two things he has to find out. One, on offensive line. They've been interchanging the players in and out of the offensive line to find the right combination. And the other thing is Todd Collins, young quarterback. Right now, he's the starter. So they got to play him, and they want to see him against the world champion Green Bay Packers, Dick.
As Collins and the Buffalo Bills will get the ball first. Mitchell Galloway and Derek Holmes are deep. And young Ryan Longwell will kick it off for the Green Bay Packers. Brett Conway, the third-round draft pick from Penn State, who had some troubles earlier in this preseason with some field goals, is not with the team. Has a thigh injury as you look at Marv Levy. So Longwell, rookie from California, will do the kicking today, but Mike Holmgren has already indicated that Conway, despite some problems with field goals, is his kicker start of the season. We're underway in Toronto. And Longwell is well long into the end zone. Derek Holmes. And the veteran Holmes out to the 20-yard line where he's smothered by Lamont Hollingquest and Travis Jervey. Here comes Todd Collins, and the Buffalo Bills' new look offense features these big guys up front. John Fina and Reuben Brown, as solid to left side as there is in the AFC. Ziegler, the new center. Lucina and Spriggs, the rookie from Houston. Collins has Thurman Thomas and Tim Tyndale, who played at Western Ontario here locally. Andre Reed and Quinn Early are the wideouts, and Lonnie Johnson, the tight end, from the 20. Andre Reed in motion, and it's Thomas for 4 yards to the 24. Eugene Robinson, the veteran safety, makes the tackle, and here are the Packers defensively. Not much change here. White, the great All-Pro. Dotson, Brown. Gabe Wilkins replaces Sean Jones, who's retired. Simmons, Harris, and Williams, young and active linebackers. Newsom and Evans at the corners. Leroy Butler and Eugene Robinson, two tough safeties. Fritz Schirmer, defensive coordinator for the Packers, and one of the bright minds in the NFL for so many seasons. Second down, 6. Thomas again for 2 yards. He's carried the ball only 6 times in the first 3 preseason games. It'll be third down and 4.
Well, for Buffalo offensively, 2 things. Get Todd Collins all the experience he can against the Super Bowl team. And the other thing is find some cohesiveness in that offensive line.
That's going to be hard, Paul, against this Green Bay defense. But Fritz Schirmer, his big problem this year is just trying to find a spot for all of his good players to get them on the field. And mainly I'm talking about Seth Joyner, creating situations where you can get your playmakers on the football field.
See if Collins unwinds his first pass of the day. He's backfield empty with Thomas vacating. Collins goes straight down the middle. Incomplete, intended for Quinn Early at the Packer 45. Tyrone Williams on the coverage for Green Bay. So 3 and out on the first possession for the Buffalo Bills.
The number one thing this offense Dan Henning has is try to protect the quarterback. Lonnie Johnson, number 84, a tight end. Well, another tight end on the outside, doubling Reggie White. Protect the quarterback. That's how you get the quarterback better, give him some continuity, keep the defenders off of him.
Chris Moore, a solid punter for Buffalo. He delivers a wobbly kick to rookie Darren Sharper. And Sharper on the run to the 50, 45, and Sharper to the 35-yard line. The second-round draft pick from William and Mary, and he has had an excellent preseason, both kick returns, and he's had several opportunities for interceptions, just hasn't been able to pull them in. 32-yard punt, 23 yards on Sharper's return.
You know, when you take a guy like Sharper and you give him the ball right away, look at his movement. Phil, it's straight up the field. There's nothing, no hesitation at all. He gets as much as he can forward. Now he tries to pick up some blockers. He doesn't get that, but he puts him in great field position at the 35.
He's trying to replace Desmond Howard, who did such a terrific job last season in the special teams. And That'll lift the spirits of the whole team if they can continue to do that this season.
Favre with Dorsey Levens and William Henderson, and Favre comes out throwing. Complete, breaks the tackle. Antonio Freeman gets about 8 yards. Bill Hansen, trailing from a defensive tackle position, helps out Chris Spielman on the stop. Here are the Packers offensively: Michaels, Taylor, Winters, Timmerman, and Dotson. The front five, valuable property to protect in Favre. Dorsey Levens and William Henderson, the dual backs, with Mickens and Brooks starting at wide receiver, and Mark Shimura tight end. And Robert Brooks, number 87, midseason against San Francisco, had one of the most horrendous knee injuries a man could suffer, and this is his first game back. He's like a kid. What a big game it is for him, as Levens squirts through a small hole and picks up a first down near the 23-yard line. Hansen trips him up. Defensively, Buffalo starts this way with Hansen, Washington, and Smith, a big and solid front three. Pop, Spielman, Covington, and Rogers, their backers are solid as well. Burris and Smith, young corners, and Jones and Schultz at safety. There's not many weaknesses in that 11-man set. First down, Favre. Goes with 4 wide receivers, throws wide, incomplete. Well covered was the receiver, Thomas Smith, all over Kadri Ismail.
This is an important game today for the Green Bay offense because this is their tune-up game. Next week, they're probably only going to play one series. So Mike Holmgren today going to play him the whole first half, get him in sync, get him ready for the opening game. The only thing that could change that, if Brett Favre gets hit a couple times, he says, I'm pulling him.
The other thing on defense for the Buffalo Bills, Dick, you said it. You hit it right on the head. They really don't have any weaknesses. What they are looking for, Dick, are a couple of new linebackers.
Second down, 10 at the 23. No score. First possession for the Packers. 3 minutes gone. The backfield on the roll is Favre to hit Robert Brooks with his first reception since that terrible injury against San Francisco. Brooks, who caught 102 passes as he replaced Sterling Sharp 2 years ago, and then out last year for the second half of the season, was a spectator during the playoffs and Super Bowl.
I got to think they put that play in and called it, Dick, strictly for Robert Brooks. That was one of the third down and short passing plays you always see, but get him involved in the game, make him feel confident so he can be productive the rest of the day.
Third and a long 5. Smith moving right over the center of Frank Winters. Over the middle, wide open, Antonio Freeman, touchdown! 18 yards on the pass from Favre to Freeman, who led the Packers last year with 56 catches. He's from Virginia Tech.
Phil, is this a little unusual? 4 wide receivers?
Well, Green Bay, they like to spread it on third down because what it does, if nobody's open, Brett Favre is able to run sometimes, but a blitz, man coverage, Antonio Freeman did a good job of being patient and breaking away from the defender.
Longwell adds the extra point, and the Packers strike on their first possession. Set up on the punt return by their rookie Darren Sharper, and the 18-yard touchdown throw. Favre to Freeman. 7-0 Packers.
Half a step in the NFL to score a touchdown. 5 rushers, Antonio Freeman, Henry Jones covering him. But watch Chris Spielman. He knocks the defender, Henry Jones, just nudges him. Boom, that's enough. Makes him change directions. Antonio Freeman now gets a step on the defender. Easy touchdown.
18 yards on the play. Freeman, who had 9 touchdown catches in the Super Bowl year of '96. Longwell has it teed up, and Mitchell Galloway, the rookie from East Carolina, and Derek Holmes, a veteran from Portland State, 44, to return for the Bills.
They made that look a little bit too easy.
They're good.
Yeah, I know
they're real good. And you know what's scary? When you're a team playing against the Green Bay Packers, you got to come out here and you got to be scared because you got a chance of getting blown out. So you got to come out here and play hard and hope things kind of fall your way. Otherwise, they can embarrass you.
Randy Kinder, with the wind blowing, is the holder as Longwell kicks this one high and short. Galloway to the 20, and close to the 30-yard line goes the 5'8" rookie, who had 131 career catches with the Pirates. 16 on the return. Here's the quarterback rotation. Todd Collins to work into the second quarter, and then Billy Joe Hobart will get equal time with Jim Ballard cleaning up in the fourth. On comes Todd Collins. There's Billy Joe, eager to get his chance, but Collins has been more productive here in the preseason as the Bills record 1-2. Collins completing over 62% of his passes, while Hobart is down 42%.
Well, Todd Collins told us he still hasn't been informed that he's the starting quarterback by any of the coaches.
Thurman Thomas, and he is stuffed at the 30 by Brian Williams, third-year linebacker from Southern California.
You know, when you talk, Phil, about this defense and how good they were a year ago, they only lost one guy, Sean Jones, who retired, but they also filled in with a guy, Gabe Wilkins, who they think is as good or better.
He's young, he's big, and he wants some playing time, so he's excited to be in there. This defense, Fritz Schirmer said he expects it to be faster, more aggressive, and better than last year.
Second down for Collins. Dumps it off to his tight end Johnson. And Johnson breaks a tackle, gains 5. Lonnie Johnson from Florida State, and Williams makes the tackle again. Well, Green Bay, while the offense gathers the headlines with Favre's spectacular production, look at the defense last year. How good is that?
And they're going to improve it, Dick. That's what's amazing. But Super Bowl champions always have a couple things in common. Really good defense and the fact that they can run the ball somewhat on offense. In Green Bay, towards the end of the year last year, they were terrific at running the football.
3rd and 4. Holds in motion. Collins goes short underneath for the first down. Andre Reed, a veteran Pro Bowler, 7 times a Pro Bowler, the all-time receiver in Bill's history. He'll start the year with 766.
One thing about Andre Reed is Eric Knowles, number 80, will come out and go. You'll see him pass by right there. He just holds it for a little bit and allows Andre Reed to get one-on-one coverage back to the inside.
You know what's impressive about that? Short yardage, double move by the wide receiver. But what I've noticed so far in preseason, the Buffalo Bills, especially Todd Collins, the quarterbacks, they're getting rid of the football, making good decisions where to throw it.
Reed with the first down on a 9-yard play, and Thomas gets maybe 1 on first down. You saw that graphic. Only 6 players remain on the Bills roster that were in all 4 of the consecutive Super Bowls: Parker, Pike, Reed, Bruce Smith, Tasker, and Thomas. Times do change, and players, especially the young ones, just don't realize that they're only here for a little while.
You know, the amazing thing is Pike, who is a special teams guy, basically, and Marv Levy gave us a list of where they're going to keep at positions, and at the end of it, and Mark Pike.
Yeah, that's right.
He will stay.
One of the great special teams players, and perhaps the best big man special teamer in the NFL. Collins guns to the sideline, complete to Reed. There's a tough pass that tests the arm strength of any NFL quarterback, that long out.
Well, if you had to say one thing that worries you about Todd Collins, can he get the ball down the field, misdirection, play action, lets the receiver really sail the route deep. Andre Reed does a good job of making Craig Newsome think that he's going deep down the field. Turns out, good throw. Todd Collins, why is it? Oh, look at that perfect balance. That's the reason he was accurate with the football.
Balance until Wilkins got him by the shirt tail and pulled him back.
Got to rough him up every once in a while.
13 yards on the play, first down. The Bills trail early, 7-0 to Green Bay. Collins trying to get him on the board. Incomplete. Eric Moulds was the intended receiver, but John Fina, the left tackle, got knocked right back into the backfield. That seemed to spoil the play.
Well, this is what Fritz Schirmer told us about what makes Reggie White so valuable. 2 men blocking him. So that puts other guys like a Thurman Thomas.
3.
Yeah, 3 now.
One hits him on the way out. That's right.
But the one thing about this Buffalo Bill offense, though, that we're seeing this year that we didn't see before, Dick, is motion. I mean, they are motioning almost every single play.
2nd and 10. Thomas the lone setback. Moulds in motion. Good protection. Down the middle, too tall for Quinn Early. Tyrone Williams there on the coverage. Williams, a second-year cornerback from Nebraska.
Well, he was on good balance before, Todd Collins. He made a great throw, Dick, to the outside. This time it's a blitz. He gets a little nervous in the pocket because it takes a little longer for the in cut to come open. Oh, and he throws it. Well, he comes forward pretty good, but the ball sails on him high, incomplete.
Collins now 3 for 6 for 28 yards and needs some big yardage here on third down at the Packer 41. Stops, fires cross grain, and has the completion short of the first down to Moles, who was the #1 pick of the Bills a year ago out of Mississippi State. Leroy Butler was there for Green Bay, and it looks to be at least a good yard on fourth down.
Well, good job again by the Buffalo offense. What I like so far, Paul, you see about every game they play, and you know this team so well, but diversity, screen plays, moving the quarterback, different types of running plays.
And the other thing about Todd Collins, guys, that they don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on him. They don't want him to have to win the football game.
Fourth down and a short 2. It's more than a yard, and Andre Reed was late coming on the field, and Collins just couldn't get his team set properly, so uses a timeout.
Watch what happens. Todd Collins, don't call a timeout. Andre Reed, nobody covered him at the bottom. He didn't see him.
Opportunity loss for the Bills. We'll be back. Bills 4th down and 2.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell. Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. We play up to 13 regular season games every Sunday. So what would you call somebody who only plays one? It's not.
Back at the Sky Dome in Toronto, where Green Bay scores quickly on an 18-yard pass play of Favre to Freeman. The Bills trying to answer. Have it 4th down and 2 at the Green Bay 33-yard line. NBC Sports Line. Sports.com for all the latest in NFL action. Fourth and 2, Thurman Thomas. The lone setback. Packers crowd the defensive line, and it appeared to be motion as Thomas is knocked down short of the first down anyway.
He doesn't make it. You know, I'm looking at Thurman Thomas. He's 7 yards deep in the backfield.
That tells me they're going to run the football.
That tips it off?
Yeah, well, because he wants a little to get some momentum going towards the line of scrimmage, but this is the strength maybe when you're trying to run the football against this Green Bay defense. They are big inside. You got Gilbert Brown. That's a lot of meat to try to move to pick up that yard.
Reggie White was there as well. Fritz Schirmer's defense stops the Buffalo bid, and Brett Favre takes over at his 33. Come out the eye, Henderson the fullback, and Dorsey Levens the deep man. Favre changes the play. He's winging again, and there it is on target. Antonio Freeman. First down, 11 on the play to the 44.
Well, Brett Favre changes the play. Why? Because he knows the defender is off his wide receivers. That just opened up the outside. Look at that. Antonio Freeman, now the defender. Thomas Smith finally comes into play. But when you're off the Green Bay wide receivers, check it off, throw it outside.
3 catches already for Freeman and a touchdown. Levens hitting the backfield, breaks out of the tackle and gains nearly 5 to the 49 before Burris and Hansen can make the stop.
Well, Bruce Smith almost makes the tackle. He is a little rusty. This is his first game. He just got back there, I think, last Saturday or Sunday. And Bruce Smith coming around. You look, this just tells you the kind of speed that Bruce Smith has. If his man isn't getting in the way from him, that's Bryce Pop on the bottom. If he's not in the way, I think Bruce Smith might make the tackle.
Second down, about 5.5. Open tight end Mark Shimura and a first down at the Bills' 40. Make it the 35-yard line. Pop and Spielman make the stop, and this Green Bay offense just working at will against Buffalo's defense.
You know, here's Shimura, and Phil, when we saw him yesterday, we're standing behind him. I said, man, is he big?
Yeah, he is. That's right. He looks like a skinny tackle. But the thing he does well, you saw it right there. He goes down the field. He's what you want in a tight end. Somebody that can feel the open space and sits in it and waits for the quarterback to throw it to him.
Another first down for the Packers as Favre very sharp in this first quarter. Flags down. Favre being chased. Throws underneath to Henderson. And he's inside the Bills' 30-yard line with his first catch. William Henderson from North Carolina. Appeared to be offside Buffalo.
And Favre knew he had a free play. Because once those flags go up and the defense goes offside, they don't stop the play. Only if they make contact. Now, if an offensive player moves, they stop the play.
Well, that was one of Green Bay's screen plays, something they like to do 3-4 times a game.
Offside, defense, number 95, 5 yards, repeat first down.
Ron Blum is our referee. Bryce Pop guilty of being offside.
Bryce Pop on the outside trying to get a rush. Thinking pass. Brett Favre did change up the snap count, drew him off sides, but Green Bay, just talking about their screens, they do a wonderful job with them. Everybody in the league always gets a lot of teams do get highlight tapes of Green Bay running their screens every year. They try to put them in, but you know what? They never work like they do up here.
I'm going to get back and ask you after this play about screens.
Packers averaging 7.4 yards a play so far in this first quarter as Dorsey Levens
Good job,
gains
man.
a
Good
couple.
job. Roll away.
Phil, when we talk about screens, why are they so successful in screens?
Well, talent always helps. They got a lot of that, but they work on it. Mike Holmgren, if you notice all the West Coast offenses around the league, Bill Walsh started it. He didn't believe in screens, but Mike Holmgren, he liked it because he likes the deception. They don't line up and do a lot of play-action passes, so their deception, let's throw a few screens, get the defensive lineman thinking pass rush, let them come, dump it over them, make a lot of big plays that way.
Second down and a little over a yard. It's a short 2. Levens change of direction is to the 25-yard line. That's enough for a Green Bay first down. Phil Hansen, who has been in on almost every tackle, makes another stop for the Buffalo Bills.
They're running a draw play here on this play, and what happens is the linebackers just overrun it. I mean, they're there to make the stop, and they don't make it. Bryce Papa was the guy that was back there, just didn't make it.
You know why? Nobody blocked them, and they get, these guys, they're not blocked. They get excited, and they want to hit somebody, and they overrun them.
Packers lead 7-0. Under 4 minutes left, first quarter. Favre on first down with Brooks in motion. Quick pass, batted in the air and complete. And it's Hansen again making the play for Buffalo, the 7-year veteran from North Dakota State who has progressively gotten better and better and better every year.
Buffalo took a chance on him a few years ago, drafted him in the second round because a lot of people thought he would go later. But a good job, what he does right there when the quarterback takes a short drop, quit going after the quarterback, stop, look for the throw, and that's what he did. He jumped up, knocked it down.
Hansen out of a small town in North Dakota, Oaks. Grew up on a big farm there. 2nd and 10. Levens behind some blockers is going to go all the way. 24 yards for a touchdown.
Well, that was a page out of the old Packer book, the Green Bay sweep. Watch William Henderson, number 30, Adam Timmerman, number 63. Boom, opens up the hole. Dorsey Levens, good speed, finds the hole, scores a touchdown.
230-pound Levens for the score. Longwell's extra point is good. And it's 14-0 Green Bay. 67 yards in 7 impressive plays. Levens with a capper, 14-0.
Dear Dave, we were coming home from the track the other day and saw Wendy's Smoky Bacon Cheeseburger was back, so I bought a bunch
of some rain late this afternoon, so as you can see, the Skydome roof is closing earlier through the magic of Paul McGuire, the honor engineering student from the Citadel. He was known there for raising the roof. Well, he had the difficult task of opening the roof. And then there was sunshine. McGuire, a man who knows the difference between night and day. I'm so proud of you.
You know, it's amazing. He trained for a week getting ready for that.
Hit that button. There are a lot of buttons in there, guys.
Green is go, though.
I'm telling you.
Blinking green was such a good tip. All right, 14-0 Green Bay. Longwell to Derek Holmes at the 3. Holmes to the 20 and dives out across the 25-yard line. A very impressive first quarter for the Super Bowl champions. 3:27 remaining.
Girls ages 8 to 15 with local competition held in every NFL city. No charge for participation. Call 1-800-NFL-SNAP.
Welcome back. Just across from the Skydome, the NFL experience is on display. People of all ages testing out their football potential and having a lot of just good old fun. All part of the American Bowl weekend as the NFL visits this beautiful city of Toronto, and that's what they call a mini camp. The NFL International Style right here in Toronto as we look at the NFL Lombardi Trophy and the CFL Grey Cup. And the NFL and the CFL in an alliance, a partnership. And we'll talk more about that later. Fantastic. One of the great cities in North America, not the world. Toronto, Canada. Great people here. That makes it all the more impressive to visit. 14-0 Green Bay with 3:27 left in the opening quarter. Derek Holmes gets the call, and like Thurman Thomas, not much there. Yeah, Buffalo, there are two key losses on offense. Their longtime veteran quarterback Jim Kelly and the Pro Bowl center Kent Paul. They got Billy Joe Hobart from the Oakland Raiders as a man to fight for the quarterback job, but Todd Collins apparently is the man. There's Hobart. We'll see him later. Collins down the middle. Whoa, what a catch by Quinn Early, and unable to hold on as he hit the ground. The ball popped free. Didn't have control. Nice effort by Early with Mike Pryor, the veteran safety, covering.
That was one of those old Redskin plays. You have two wide receivers down the field off of play action. A good job by Todd Collins, seeing the open space in the middle of the field, just led the receiver just a little too much. Couldn't make the catch.
Collins from Walpole, Massachusetts, where he was a star in many different sports, and you see the Green Bay dominating 8 yards average plus. Buffalo only 3 per play. 3rd and 10. The sack, and down goes Collins. Reggie White has the sack.
Well, this is the first time today I've seen the Buffalo Bills not use a tight end or a running back to hit Reggie White. And nails number 65, a rookie, trying to block Reggie White. That's awful hard to do.
All-time leader in sacks is Reggie White, since they've made this an official statistic, and his counterpart for Buffalo, Bruce Smith. So we have the privilege of seeing the two best at that particular job. Darren Sharper returns another punt from Chris Moore, and he's out to the fumbles the ball, and it is recovered by the Bills. Was he in bounds when he scooped it up? Yes. Robert Coons, the backup tight end, covers the fumble by Darren Sharper, the William and Mary rookie.
You know, Dick, this is a difference than the last one. You watch what Sharper does here. Now watch him dance. He's just moving left to right instead of going right up the field. He's trying to avoid people. When you do that, you lose concentration on holding the football. He gets hit from the backside. The ball comes out. Buffalo's ball.
What happens if you're a receiver with that football or return man in this league? If you start dancing, what's going to happen, Paul? people from behind, because of all this speed, are going to come in, and that's when fumbles are caused. So you got to know when you make a couple moves, put two hands on that football.
Credit Sam Rogers, the linebacker, with a hit that knocked it free. Collins and the Bills get a break at the Green Bay 42. Underneath the Holmes, very little there as Wayne Simmons and Bernardo Harris read the play. Harris makes the tackle, flag down.
Reuben Brown, they're going to call him for holding. And he was holding Santana Dotson.
That'll take it from the 43 back into Buffalo territory.
Holding, 79 offense, 10 yards, repeat first down.
When they don't complain, they know they were holding.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Reuben Brown right on the left there, number 79. Santana Dotson, number 71, is going to come up. Watch Reuben Brown just tackles him right there. When he tackles him, he goes down. The official is right there, the umpire. That's holding. That's 10.
Harris staying at home, the middle linebacker, made the play for short yardage anyway. 1st and 20. Take the draw. Collins in trouble, has to throw it away. All over him was Gabe Wilkins and Reggie White. We invite you to join NBC for coverage of the U.S. Amateur Golf Championship. That'll begin next Saturday at 2 Eastern. Last year, Steve Scott battled Tiger Woods. 38 incredible holes. Woods finally won his 3rd U.S. Amateur title. Now it's at Scott's turn. The U.S. Amateur Championship starts Saturday at 2 here on NBC.
That was one of the best golf events I've ever seen on TV last year, watching the finals of that.
Derek Holmes on a draw is into Green Bay territory to the 47. Doug Evans, the corner, makes the tackle.
The one thing about this Buffalo Bills team is, they started out at the one tackle with Marcus Spriggs. Now they've got
Jamie Nails.
And this is what we're talking about at the beginning, Dick, what they're trying to do. They're trying to find an offensive line. They know that they have Fina and that's about and Reuben Brown, but other than that, they really don't know.
Well, Spriggs said, I've had enough of this Reggie White thing, so they put in Nails. I mean, that's what it is. You don't take so much of that.
Nails, number 65, must be a little lonely out there at right tackle. Does a pretty good job here, and the pass is incomplete. Through the hands of Eric Moles, Eugene Robinson, who will start this year the leader among active players in interceptions with 48. Robinson there to break it up.
Lack of concentration. Moles should have this ball. Collins puts this ball right in his hands. And just total lack of concentration.
When you run that far down the field as a receiver, especially in the middle, you know you're going to get hit. And if you could see that time, he took his eyes off of it just at the last second. That's the reason he dropped it.
Chris Moore back into punt. Mark Collins delivered the last punt for Buffalo. Moore, a wobbly kick, and a fair catch at the 19-yard line by Mike Pryor. Green Bay leads 14-0. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Dick. Well, Bruce Smith has been in a contract squabble with the Buffalo Bills. He finally reported to camp. He turned down a 5-year, $22 million offer with a $5 million signing bonus. Well, Lee Steinberg went to Buffalo this week to meet with John Butler, the general manager of the Bills. Well, I spoke to Lee Steinberg last night, and he gave me the following. He said, Defensive Player of the Year is 19th ranked in pay, that Smith wants to stay in Buffalo. He expects the Bills to be calling again this week, and he thinks that the deal will be done before the start of the season. Therefore, he's not concerned and doesn't feel that the franchise player tag will be applied to Bruce Smith because the deal will be done. He says 5 years, $22 million is pretty close, but we're not quite there, and I'm not sure where it will end up. Dick?
Favre lofts it to Freeman, intercepted for a moment. Marlon Kerner at the corner, played at Ohio State, had his hands on it. Well, what do you think about Bruce Smith? Will he be the franchise player?
Well, when you look at it, we'll look at this. Freeman, watch him turn himself from offense to defense, and he knocks the ball away. But Bruce Smith, I don't think so. Even if he doesn't sign, Bruce Smith will not be the franchise player because they have two other guys, Bryce Popp, who's much younger, and Ted Washington. And both of these guys will become the franchise player before Bruce.
And it only makes sense for Bruce Smith to sign this year. That's good news, I think. Sign with Buffalo because next year you can't make up all that money you're going to lose by playing for the contract you have this coming year. So take the money, stay with the Bills, finish your career there. That's what should be done, and I hope it works out for him and the Buffalo Bills.
Ralph Wilson has said as long as we pay him $100,000 a year more than Reggie White, we feel like we've been honest and fair with Bruce Smith. As the final seconds tick down, the end of the quarter, that was Henderson on the last carry for Green Bay. When the second quarter begins, Packers lead 14-0. We'll have the ball 3rd down and 7 at their own 22. You're watching the NFL on NBC. I'm in Toronto, and a man's good work all gone. Look at it, closing the roof, almost closed. All that effort by you, Paul, I don't know.
I'm kind of worried. Did I do it wrong? I might have done it wrong. I might hit that button wrong.
Brett Favre, top player in the NFL last 2 years. He's 5 for 8 today, 58 yards and a touchdown. The man they call country from Kill, Mississippi. They said they got the sign now, a little Kill that says home of Brett Favre. Yeah. I said, how'd it look? He says, full of buckshot and stuff.
I tell you, yesterday we had a chance to talk with him, Dick and Paul. You know, it was kind of fun, and I thought that he looked kind of uptight to me, didn't he? He was really uptight.
But he's got a great sense of humor. This guy is unbelievable. He just doesn't care. I mean, he loves this game so much, and he's perfect for the position.
And that's why the teammates, the organization, that's why everybody likes Brett Favre, just because of his actions and the way he's handled success.
3rd and 7 as we open the second quarter. The Packers lead 14-0. Favre lost one. Incomplete. Flag down, intended for Derek Mays. Mays, who had an absolute field day against the Raiders last week when he caught 12 passes, 2 for touchdowns. Second-year man from Notre Dame. Check the penalty flag in a spot where it appears it's against the Packers.
Pass interference, 87 offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
It's on Robert Brooks.
Watch what happens. Here's Robert Brooks on the outside. Derek Mays, he's going to try to come around. What they're actually doing, they're going to set a pick. Here, let me rub off. Whoa, he sticks his hands out on the defender. I guess that's what they call it. He pushed on the defender that was covering him.
If he doesn't put his hands out, does he get away with it?
I would think so, because he's just in the way of the line of the receiver. That would not be a penalty.
Greg Hendricks. Punt to Mitch Galloway, and the rookie is stopped at the 34-yard line. The penalty is news for Green Bay only in that they didn't commit many last year down the stretch. In fact, in the 3 playoffs, including the Super Bowl, Packers with only 2 penalties.